Pete here, and I'm back for Hand of the Week. Now, this hand came from the Southwest Pacific Teams, which is an Australian national championship. And this one, I sort of just went on a bit of a flight of fancy. I actually just psyched for the first time in a long time that I've actually remembered. But I want to just talk you through a bit about my reasoning and why I actually did it. So let's jump in and look at the hand. So it went pass to me, and I'm third seat favourable. So when I'm in third seat, it's the time that you can actually bend the rules for like least risk, most reward. So the risk versus reward here is quite high, and I often open a little bit light, and I've got 8 points here, so I decided to open light here with 1 diamond. When I do this, though, I usually want to try and suggest a lead, and I definitely want diamonds led, so I started with 1 diamond here. Now, some people might open 1 spade, which is just an out-and-out psych, but often that gets raised and can happen, get some quite bad consequences, but it's extremely high risk, extremely high reward doing that. Whereas this is just very low risk, and a lot of people would sort of open light in third with this hand at the national level. So here I decided to open 1 diamond. I don't consider this a psych, just a light opening. Anyway, my left-hand opponent was just sort of really itching to bid, and they started with double without too much surprise. And now my partner bid 1 heart, and my right-hand opponent passed. So we've got a heart fit, and a few different bids will come to people's minds, such as 2 hearts or maybe just passing 1 heart. And they're both sort of normalish in this sort of situation, but my lefty really seemed keen to actually want to bid. And now was a time that I thought I could do some stuff which is talk about a spades at a much lower risk opportunity here. So I decided to bid a spade at this stage. We've got a heart fit, and I felt like if things went particularly wrong, I had a place that I could actually try and run to that would be better. So here, now I decided to actually psych and try and talk my opponents out of spades. So my left-hand opponent doubled again, and my partner bid 2 spades, and righty passed, and now that's just where the auction ended. So the 2 spade bid was not what I wanted. That was about as bad as I could have hoped for, because it meant that they didn't actually have a spade fit. And without the spade fit, it makes it really awkward for them to make anything. And also now we had a heart fit, and we're now playing in 2 spades in a 4-2 fit rather than in the heart fit. So I thought I was at a low risk point for doing it, but this was one of the worst ways it could pan out. I could have got doubled in certain circumstances, but dodged it here. Anyway, I get the low spade lead, and dummy comes down with this sort of innocuous hand. Not really what I wanted. It doesn't look like the opponents have really missed game. Just sort of like a part score hand, and I'm playing it in some 4-2 fit. At any rate, I stuck in the jack, and I went queen king. So that was a good start. So one of the things I noticed here is the opponents really don't know what's going on in this hand, so it's going to be difficult for them to defend. So I then started with the jack of hearts, and my lefty discarded on this, and I was like, thank you. That's the first bit of good news I really got, that hearts are breaking 5-0. So playing in a heart fit here would have been a really poor choice. Anyway, I go up with the ace of hearts, and then just led the jack of diamonds, which ran around to the queen. And my lefty now went ace of spades. And at this stage, their partner's shown up with 1 more spade than they actually expect. So they might have clued on to something that's going on here, because it looks like maybe a bit of 3-card suit. But they then just exited a spade, and I won. And just discarded, and drew the final trump. So at this stage, I really need to just keep East off lead, because they have so many heart winners. But I know lefty's got pretty much everything, so I now led a diamond, and they discarded, and they won, and now went ace of clubs. and Queen of Clubs. So I almost got to make this contract. So I got 2 club tricks, I got 3 spade tricks, and I got a diamond. But after that, that was all she wrote. If I had the 9 of diamonds, I would have brought home this 4-2 contract. But this was just a flight of fancy for me, where I decided to psych, and it was in a situation where I thought it was very low risk, high reward, talking the opponents out of maybe bidding 4 spades. If they still bid game, it would be very difficult for them to actually pick the layout of the hand. They would be quite confused about what's going on. But here it turned out into an innocuous minus 50. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this hand. It was a bit of a weird one. I just wanted to highlight the odd times that I psych. I'm not sure I'd done it basically in about a year. So I thought that this was an appropriate time. Things were lining up, but not much actually happened from it. So not all psychs end up in glory. This one just ended up in a part score, on a part score hand where I went down. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.